Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chat Like a Native.
Great to be here.
Today we're tuning our ears to something really transformative for your English. It's the music of your voice.
That's right, that melody.
Yeah, we're going to explore how that natural rise and fall when you speak can be a game changer, for connecting with others and making your English sound incredibly natural and confident.
Absolutely. It's something native speakers do often without thinking, but it massively impacts how you're perceived.
And stick with us because we've got a simple 2-minute technique you can use starting today. It'll make a huge difference in how well you're understood.
And how confident you feel speaking.
Exactly. Trust me, this goes way beyond just grammar and vocab.
It really does. We often focus so much on getting the words right, the grammar correct, which is vital, of course.
Sure, gotta have the basics.
But think about when you listen to native speakers, there's a flow, isn't there? A kind of melody. That's what we're diving into today because mastering this aspect, it can really elevate your communication.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. This voice melody, or intonation as it's called, how does it actually impact how people hear you?
Well, it's huge. It's not just about sounding pleasant. It actually plays a big role in how trustworthy, how sincere you come across.
Trustworthy. Okay, how so?
You know how at the end of a statement, your voice often naturally just sort of goes down?
Yeah, like you're finishing a thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That falling intonation, it signals confidence, sincerity. It kind of encourages people to trust what you're saying.
That makes sense. Yeah, because when someone sounds confident, we often think they're more knowledgeable, right?
Precisely. Now, what's interesting is the opposite when someone speaks in a very flat tone, without that natural up and down.
Right, monotone.
What's fascinating, or maybe unfortunate, is that flat speech can give the impression of, boredom. Or maybe a lack of interest in what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So even if you are interested, your voice might be sending the wrong signal.
Exactly. And naturally, that can cause your listener to lose interest, too.
Yeah.
It's contagious in a way.
Yeah. It's like the energy just drains out of the conversation. But on the flip side, you mentioned varying pitch.
Right. Research suggests that when your pitch varies naturally, it can actually signal things like honesty, certainty.
Honesty. Interesting.
Yeah, it really encourages people to pay attention, maybe even agree with you more readily.
So skilled speakers probably use this deliberately.
Oh, absolutely. Think about when someone is emphasizing a key point. You'll often notice a little shift in their intonation. Maybe they drop their pitch slightly on the most important word.
To make it stand out.
Exactly. It makes it land with more weight.
It's like their voice is literally highlighting the crucial info. And the great thing is, this isn't some magic trick. We can all learn to use these, little vocal shifts.
Definitely. To build better connections, make our message clearer in everyday chats.
Okay, but how do we get that control? You mentioned it's not just vocal cords.
That's right. What's also really interesting is how your physical body is involved. Your whole body, really.
You mean breathing and posture?
Exactly that. We've looked into this connection, and it turns out they're really important for achieving good, consistent intonation.
Okay, tell us more. Breathing first.
Think of your breath as the power source for your voice. Simple as that.
The fuel.
Precisely. When you breathe deeply and correctly, using your diaphragm, that muscle down in your belly area.
Yeah, the one that moves when you take a really deep breath.
That's the one. Using it allows for much smoother changes in your pitch. And crucially, without straining your voice.
Okay, so when we say breathe with your diaphragm, what does that actually feel like? Am I supposed to feel my belly push out?
That's exactly it. You should feel your stomach area expand gently as you inhale, more than your chest rising up high.
Gotcha.
This deep breathing provides a really steady stream of air, which is what you need for voice control. And posture plays a big part, too.
How so?
Well, just standing or sitting up straight, keeping your shoulders relaxed, it actually opens up your lungs, makes breathing easier.
Okay. So it literally gives you more space to breathe properly.
Right. And that makes it much easier to control your pitch and keep it varied, without feeling all tense and tight.
So good posture, deep breathing, they're like the foundation. Okay, this is where it gets really practical. You mentioned an exercise.
Yes. We found this really simple exercise. It's just a quick daily warm-up, actually.
Okay.
And it can really help you develop better control over your pitch. Seriously, it only takes about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, I think everyone can find 2 minutes.
Right. Just a couple of minutes a day can make a noticeable difference over time. Shall we walk through it?
Yeah, let's do it step by step.
Okay. First step is just preparation. Get your body ready. So, stand or sit tall, like we just discussed. Shoulders relaxed.
Upright, relaxed, shoulders. Check.
Then take 3 slow, deep breaths. Really focus on feeling your belly expand as you breathe in. Let it out slowly.
Okay. 3 slow, deep belly breaths. Got it.
Yeah.
What's the actual warm-up part?
So next, you're just going to hum gently. Pick a comfortable pitch, sort of mid-range for your voice, and just hum on an exhale. For about 5 seconds, maybe. Do that twice. Just feel that steady airflow.
Okay. Gentle hum, mid-range, twice.
Yeah.
Simple enough. Now the pitch ladder bit.
Yes, the pitch ladder. Okay, part 1 uses the short I sound, like the vowel sound in the word bit. Can you say bit? Bit. Perfect. So you can say bit starting on a low pitch, like down low in your range.
Okay, low bit.
Then say bit again, but make the pitch just a little bit higher. Then again, a bit higher still. Keep going, climbing up step by step. Low, then mid-low, then mid-high, then your highest comfortable pitch.
So like walking upstairs with my voice using bit, how many times at each level?
Good question. Repeat each pitch level twice. So you'll say bit at your lowest pitch, then bit again at that same low pitch.
Right.
Then go up a small step, bit at that new slightly higher pitch, then up again, bit, all the way up to your highest comfortable note, saying bit there too.
Okay, so 4 levels, twice each. That's 8 bit sounds total, climbing up. Got it. That's next.
Then you do the exact same climbing process, but this time with the long E sound, like the vowel in beat. Can you say beat?
Beat.
Perfect. So start low again, say beat twice, go up a little beat twice, keep climbing step by step, all the way to your highest pitch, another 8 sounds.
Okay, same ladder climb, low to high, 2 times per step, but with beat this time. Makes sense. And is there a cool down?
Exactly. Always good to cool down. Just hum again back at that comfortable mid-range pitch for maybe 5 seconds, and then finish with just a gentle sigh out. Helps relax the vocal cords.
That sounds really doable. 2 minutes, bit, beat, ladder, warm up, cool down. And the idea is that focusing on these small pitch changes, it builds muscle memory.
Precisely. It trains the muscles involved in controlling your pitch. Makes them more flexible, more responsive. So that natural, varied intonation becomes easier when you're actually speaking.
Okay, let's talk about hearing the difference, because sometimes it's hard to notice in your own voice.
That's true. What's fascinating here is how even quite subtle variations in pitch can really change how your message lands.
Right.
So, to illustrate this, let's take a sentence.
Yeah.
How about, I'm so excited to share this new technique with you today.
Okay. I'm so excited to share this new technique with you today.
Now, imagine saying that completely flat, same pitch, all the way through, monotone.
Yeah, I can picture it. I'm so excited to share this new technique with you today. It sounds, well, robotic, doesn't it?
Totally. Unenthusiastic.
Yeah.
Like you're reading it off a script you don't care about.
And it wouldn't make me, as the listener, feel very excited either. I'd probably tune out.
Exactly. The intended emotion, the excitement, it just doesn't come across as genuine. It feels forced, maybe even insincere.
Okay, so that's the flat version. Now the contrast, the upbeat, natural version.
Right. So imagine starting maybe mid-pitch, then, as you say, excited, your voice naturally rises a bit, shows the energy. Then maybe when you get to the key word technique, it peaks a little higher. You're emphasizing what you're excited about.
Okay, rising on excited, peaking on technique.
Yeah, and then it gently, naturally falls towards the end of the sentence, completes the thought smoothly.
I can totally hear that difference in my head now. I'm so excited to share this new technique with you today. It sounds so much more alive.
Right, engaging.
Yeah, like you genuinely are happy to share something. It makes me want to lean in and pay attention, find out what the technique is.
That's precisely the effect.
Yeah.
By varying your pitch, especially hitting those important words with a bit more emphasis or a higher note, you transform a simple statement. It draws the listener in. It conveys your real feeling.
Okay, so we've got this great 2-minute pitch ladder exercise. How do we actually make it stick, make it a habit?
Yeah. Good point. Consistency is really the key here, like with any skill.
So daily practice.
Ideally, yes. The suggestion is to try and incorporate this little 2-minute drill into your morning routine, maybe before you brush your teeth or while the coffee's brewing.
Connect it to an existing habit. Smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That way, it becomes a regular practice, much easier to maintain. Start the day by warming up your voice.
Makes sense. And what about moving beyond just bit and beat? Can we use this idea with other words or even sentences?
Absolutely. Once you get comfortable with those basic sounds, definitely experiment. You can try the same pitch ladder concept with other pairs of words that maybe sound similar but have different vowel sounds.
Okay.
Or even try it with short phrases or full sentences that you use often. It's all about developing that awareness and control over your pitch in different contexts.
And what about checking progress? It's hard to hear yourself accurately sometimes. Would recording yourself help?
That's an excellent idea. Really useful. Maybe record yourself speaking, just casually, perhaps once a week.
Okay.
Then listen back critically. You might be surprised. You can pinpoint those moments where your voice maybe goes a bit flat or lacks variation.
And then you know what to work on.
Exactly. You can consciously practice adding more of that natural rise and fall in those specific spots.
Okay, so bringing it all together then, the big takeaway seems to be that developing good natural intonation, that musicality in your voice, it's actually a really crucial part of communicating effectively in English.
It really is. It helps build trust. It makes your meaning clearer. And honestly, it just keeps your listeners more engaged with what you have to say.
Yeah, it's not just fluff, it's functional.
Totally. And it's so encouraging, I think, to know that even a small daily effort like this 2-minute pitch ladder we talked about, combined with just being mindful of your breathing and sitting or standing tall, it can genuinely lead to a more dynamic and confident way of speaking English.
Definitely. It's not just what you say, but very much how you say it, the melody you give your words.
Well put.
So here's something for you, the listener, to think about. Consider how even small shifts in your own vocal melody could change the way people understand you, the way they connect with you when you're speaking English.
Yeah. What might you want to emphasize differently next time? Where could a little more musicality make a difference?
Food for thought. Give that exercise a try.